Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Cumberland Valley National Bank, CSEP, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble Agent, Luxury Pet Services, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, May Marketing, KYmedia.net, Gold Star Chili in Berea, Real Life Community Church, Spectrum Cable, and Bison Smith CPA.
Welcome to MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
Hi, I'm Ricky Middleton, service writer at Jack Burford Chevrolet. As the temperatures increases, so do the demands on your vehicle's air conditioner system. That's why now is the perfect time to contact Jack Burford Chevrolet and schedule your AC system analysis. For only $49.95, the Jack Burford service professionals will inspect the belts and hoses of your air conditioning system, clean the condenser and cabin air filter, and insert a temperature gauge inside the vents of your vehicle to determine its cooling efficiency. So beat the heat this summer and contact the service professionals at Jack Burford Chevrolet today to schedule your $49.95 AC system analysis. We service all makes and models, and our service department is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30 and 8 to 2 on Saturday. Schedule your service appointment online at jackburford.com or call 859-623-3350. Again, thanks for watching. Stay safe on the roads, and we hope to see you soon at Jack Burford Chevrolet.
Welcome back to MadisonCountySchoolSports.com. I'm Samantha Burford, and we have a new guest with us today, and we're super excited to have them with us. And we're here today to talk to Brent Billings. He's with Berea Community, the Pirates, and they're just finished up their baseball season. So welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us. We're excited to be here as well.
Yeah, and so you've got one of your players here today. I'll let you introduce yourself.
My name is Jared Kilgore. I just graduated from Berea.
And tell us the position you play.
I normally play first, but I did pitch some this year as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, you did a little bit of everything this season, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, it's so exciting to have you guys with us and first time on the show, so
Yes.
We're really excited. And it's really our first baseball show of the season, so you guys probably live baseball, though, don't you? I mean,
We do. Baseball is one of those sports that you kind of have to live. You've got games every day. When you don't have a game, you've got practice. And we don't have practice or a game, it's because it's raining.
yes, exactly. What do you do in the rain? You're probably watching footage, right?
Yeah, or in the gym. You know, we have
Yeah.
batting cages in the gym, so we can practice in the gym as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys hosted the tournament this year for district, didn't
We
you?
hosted the 44th District Tournament this year at Berea College Field. They were kind enough to let us use that field. And
Beautiful
it was,
field.
Oh, it was a great field. Yeah, we were
Yeah.
very fortunate that they let us do that, and we appreciate all the work they did.
Yeah, it's
do
kind of
that.
nice sleeping in your own beds and
Yes.
just get up and be
Yes.
right there next door, right?
Yes. Yes.
Really cool. Okay, so before we really get into the season too much, let's get a little history on you, Coach.
Okay, I am a Berea graduate. Myself, I graduated in 2008 from Berea Community. Baseball has always been a part of my life, and I've always loved it. When I graduated, I went to EKU and still following baseball. After EKU, I worked 3 years for the Lexington Legends Professional Baseball Association.
Of course, how would we not know that?
That's right, that's right. And so it's always been a part of my life. It's always been what consumes my summer. And once I came back to Berea from Lexington, I got back in it on the coaching side. And it is very different than playing. It is very different than working it. And that's probably the biggest struggle I had was learning the differences. But I loved every second of it. So.
Well, you know, I guess high schoolers.
Yes.
It's a little different. They're trying to take classes during the day. They've got jobs, a lot of them. They've got girlfriends and other family obligations, tests to study for.
And even though I didn't graduate that long ago, I've noticed there's a major change from whenever I was playing to now, and the different coaching styles that you have to approach these kids from. It's a very different world.
And instead of just emails, you can probably get a hold of them on any type of social media.
Yes, yes.
Which you're young enough that you are into social media, so that's probably pretty good.
Yes, I am fortunate. I do use a couple of apps that I communicate with them with because it's easier.
Yes, because they're constantly doing this, aren't
yes,
they?
yes.
Yeah. So, all right, so let's talk about the season and take us a little bit from the beginning to the end and your thoughts on how it went. Was it as expected? I mean, statistically, it wasn't the most perfect season that you probably would have wished for, right? I mean, to end your senior year, but Your
Right.
thoughts?
Very few seasons are the way that you expect them to go.
Yeah.
But I was very pleased at the end of the season. Looking back now, there were times that we struggled. There were times that I thought, is this direction we want to go? But after the season was over, I was really pleased. My first year coaching at a high school in baseball and getting into it, trying to build a program. You all have had, or I guess we have had, 3 coaches over the past 4 years.
Yeah.
So getting all the players to buy into it, that I'm here for the long haul, and that I'm
Right.
here to build a program, and I'm not going to leave next year or the year after,
Right.
was probably my toughest challenge with them. Getting them to buy in that I care about them just as much, if not more, than they care about me or the school. So,
Right. And that you love baseball probably about as much as they love
Exactly.
baseball. Because you guys, that's something mutually that you guys share, the love of the
That's right.
sport.
Yes, yes,
And you've both grown up with it.
yes.
Different times, but you both have grown up with
Yes,
it.
it's still the same sport. Yes.
So your thought on the season, and so you've had 4 different coaches.
3
different coaches.
Yes.
Okay.
It was bad at first, but we definitely improved tremendously
Yes.
over the season. So, also, I mean, you got to think last year we only had 1 win, so this was actually an improvement from last year.
Yeah.
So,
I love how positive you are about that. That's great.
I mean,
yeah.
so I love baseball. It's fun, you know. We weren't the best at the beginning, but we practiced every day, worked hard. He was trying to get people to buy in all season. We finally did that. I mean, you can see that with how the last game went. If you looked at the other 2 times we played Model in the season and then looked at that one,
Yeah.
crazy difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have future plans? What do you want to do?
Yes, I'm going to attend the University of the Cumberlands and play baseball there
Yeah.
and major in sports marketing. So,
Oh, so you already have decided a major. That's
Yeah.
fantastic. A lot of kids, you know, they go in and don't realize what they want to do, but I think that's great. And in some type of sports marketing, do you know what you want to venture into, or are you
I'm
going to stay
not
right
sure
now?
yet.
Yeah.
I want to do something in baseball. I love it. I've played it since I was like 2, so
Yeah.
something with baseball.
Well, I think baseball is one of those sports where you do start young, you know?
Yes.
It's like the love of baseball. It's like American, right? Everybody
Yes.
starts young, even little girls now with the softball.
Oh, yes.
You guys, we got to give a shout out to your softball team because they
Yes.
had a great season.
They had
too
a
this
phenomenal season. They're very talented,
Yeah.
and moving forward, I think they're only losing 2, 3 seniors.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
3 or
4
4
maybe.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be a threat next year too.
Yeah,
so
so
we're excited
shout
about
out to them. We're excited. We gotta give the girls a shout out too.
Yeah.
So you were talking about seniors. Let's move there and talk about that.
Yeah, we are actually losing 7 seniors. So that is leadership and that is experience. And you can tell even some seniors who don't get a lot of playing time compared to a freshman who does get playing time, their mentality and the way that they handle things as a senior is just a night and day difference. You can still see the deer in headlight looks with some
Yeah.
freshmen and some sophomores.
Even their body types.
Exactly,
A
yeah.
freshman to a senior, they're still growing.
Yes, they
so
are.
much in between.
They are. But I will miss all of our seniors this year. But I'm again looking forward to next year, and I can't drag them along with us and make them come back and play for me again, even though I
You
wish
gotta
that I
come
could.
back and watch.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
come back with
Yes.
support.
So-
Let's name all the seniors. Give them a shout out.
We've got Jared Kilgore, we've got Ty Robinson, we've got Wynn McDonald, we've got Nathan Bradley, we've got Caleb Clowers and Caleb Conley, and we have got Tyler Pumphrey.
There you go. You
Yeah.
don't want to leave anybody out.
Don't leave anybody out.
Yeah. So you guys have probably been playing together since you were little. would assume.
Most of us,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I remember, I was on Tyler Pumphrey's Little League team since I was like in like 3rd grade. So
Yeah.
you know, and I've known all of them because I mean, started in kindergarten together. Every single one of those have been going to school with me for 13 years almost.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's one of the benefits about being in a small community. 'Cause
Right.
You know from the beginning, and you grow up with those kids, and
Yeah.
you play with those kids, and a lot of our athletes. And I say athletes instead of players because they are athletes at the school. We've got 345 enrolled through freshman through senior. So most of our athletes, if they play one sport, they play all sports.
I was gonna guess
So
that. I was gonna
they're
guess
playing
that you
year round.
play.
They're playing different sports together.
Yeah. So as a coach, is that hard on you?
It keeps them in shape in the off season.
True.
But I only get them about 2 weeks before our first game because basketball ends
Yes.
after districts. Then I get them the next day.
And they're hoping it doesn't end.
Right, and I'm hoping it doesn't because I support all of our sports as well.
Yeah.
But it's a little difficult.
Yeah.
But it does keep them in shape, and I like the fact that it does that. I like the fact that they can help the school, and that
True.
I believe the more sports they play in a school and the more involved they are, the more they'll buy into the program, the concept that I'm trying to grow here.
But
so I like it.
different sports require different muscles and different
That's
memory.
true. That is true. There's a lot of
So
rust
it's
to
a
shake
little
off.
different.
Yeah, there's a
Yes.
lot of rust to shake off in the beginning.
Yeah. So let's move through the season. Do you have a game of any type this season that's most memorable for you? I'm sure there is.
I'll let you go first on this one.
Yeah.
There's two. First one is our first win against Lynn Camp. That was a big one. I hit my first home run, so and it was our first win, so it was crazy. And then that last game against Model was probably the best game I've ever played in my entire life. I was hitting the ball good, making plays in the field. I wanted to win so bad. It hurt a lot, but I mean, like I said before, just how well we played that game.
Yeah.
Because
As a team
is just unbelievable. So.
But you had a pretty good game yourself.
Yeah.
You're being modest, so I'm going to
Yes.
shout it out to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all played great. For me, it's those two games, Lynn Camp, which was our first win, and seeing this guy hit his first home run.
Yeah.
The Model game as well at the end. But I also look a lot at our Frankfurt game. The first game that we played this season was against Frankfurt in the All-A Classic tournament, the regional tournament in Lexington again at LCA.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And they beat us pretty handedly. And then we came back and then we got our revenge on them and we beat them pretty well.
Sometimes that can be a little sweet, right?
It was good to see our progress from then until now. And the same thing with the Model game. Even though we didn't win that game on the scoreboard, I feel like we won that game on the field. We played really well, and the fact that they beat us 19-2, 15-0, and then we take them into extra innings means that we're ending our season on the highest note that we could end it on. And that's what I'm looking for as a coach, is to move up next year from that pinnacle that we ended on and jump right back from where we left off and just keep growing the program.
Right. So as the season progressed, did you think going into the tournament, what were your thoughts?
I knew we had a chance. I knew that we could beat Model, and they knew we could beat Model. And I got all of them together at my house that day, and I had them just kind of relax and hang out, and it was just a good bonding time. And so I knew the energy that we had going into that game, we were in a spot that I liked. And the fact that we were playing well and getting into the third inning and the fourth inning, we've got the lead. In the fifth inning, we've got the lead. In the sixth inning, we're still leading. And I knew that they bought in at the time.
Yeah.
You know, that's when I knew that they believed it, that we've got the lead, we can keep the lead, and we can keep going. And so I was very excited. And that was one of the highest energy games, not only that I've ever coached, but that I've ever seen in a baseball.
Yeah.
That I've ever
You were
seen in
super
baseball.
excited.
It was
Yeah.
highest energy in my career.
Yeah.
In any game. So.
That's probably a game that you'll never forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think we were there for that game, weren't we? Were we there for that game? I can't remember. We did so many baseball games that it's hard to remember all of them. But, so your thought about that game and going in.
Going into it, I definitely thought we had a chance because I forgot who they played, but they had played a team like a week before that we had went into extra innings with as well, and that they lost pretty handedly to. So me, I'm a leader on the team. I like to think of myself as a leader. I'm trying to tell the guys, like, it doesn't matter what the first two games happen. Like, we know what they got. Mm-hmm. We just got to make plays ourselves. And look at this team that we almost beat them pretty bad. So we can beat this team as well. And then everyone bought into it. We were making plays in the field. You know, one or two errors messed us up, and that's how baseball goes. So.
I know. So you had them all at your house.
Had them all at my house. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a cookout and just kind of relaxed. I didn't want them going out and doing something in the sun or running around and playing basketball.
Yeah, you want to keep them out of the heat.
Yeah, so I invited them all over, and I think that was the right thing to do. And,
Yeah.
and it turned
And
out
is
pretty
school,
well.
remind the viewers, was school still going on? Or was this the week after
This was
school?
the week after.
This is the week after, yeah. So finals were over.
Nothing to do. We had graduated that Friday, so it was Monday or Tuesday. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
it was
so.
Monday.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
That's pretty special. That's pretty brave.
It is,
Actually, of
it
you
is.
having them all at your house.
And my house is still standing, in case you're
It's still
curious.
standing.
It's still standing.
So going after that game, your thoughts? I mean,
Initially
You're still excited.
was disbelief. Yes,
Yeah.
I still am, and I would love to have a rematch.
yes.
I would love to have a rematch. I was disappointed. Just the fact that I knew that we could do it.
It was
And
like the World Series.
I knew that we could have it. And then I tried, a lot of emotions went through my body that night. The next day I got up, I was like, okay, it's in the past, it's okay. And I had to go into school to do some paperwork. And then everyone I saw at the school, even if they weren't at the game, they'd heard about it.
Yes.
And so everybody's saying, good game last night, coach. It was a tough loss. And the principal came up and gave me a big hug. And it brought back those emotions. Yeah, it brought back those emotions.
Yeah.
But it's good. I like having the
It's good.
support.
So what did you learn after your first year? What are you going to do differently next year?
I've got a list, and if you had a couple hours, I could read that list to you.
So it's a pretty long list.
It's a pretty long list, and I think coming at it from a training standpoint, from what I'm teaching these young men, I'm going to leave it the same. I think we did pretty well. My expectations and what we were going to do and how we were going to coach, because whenever I came on, I also brought a new coaching staff of 2 other Berea community graduates and another friend of ours who were really young, but just the way that we approached some things as coaches and the mentality that we had, we kind of expected them to know everything that we know about baseball. There's some that this is their first year playing, or their second year playing, and they're not going to know those things. So we learn more about ourselves, I think, as coaches.
Yeah. And your thoughts, if you had to sum it up, this whole year, and what of a job you think
I
you did?
They did really well for first-year coaches. I've had 3 first-year coaches in my career, and I think these guys did a really good job. Taking the amount of people that we had, like we lost 3 seniors my junior year. So bringing up the people, we had a lot. This is actually the most people I've ever had on the team at Berea Community. So first off, you can see that everyone was wanting to join more. Like I think we had almost 20, which in the past years we've had like 13.
Yeah.
So
that's big. That's a big
we
number.
had a big team. So at the beginning of the season, I was like, yes, like people are buying in. They're like people are wanting to play, which is really what we need. And it's just they were
sometimes that can be 90% of it.
Exactly. So just they were teaching the game, because that's always the biggest issue I thought, was just not knowing the game. Like anyone can go out and field a ground ball, but it's to know what to do with that ground ball once you field it. And that's what I think they really did a good job of. And at the end of the season, we were a team, an actual baseball team, which is, I love saying that. So.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So when do you begin training for next year?
I've talked to the coaches a little bit. I'm not for sure on anything. I've talked to some people that have played like in the past, and they said that they start the first day. So I think I go in August 23rd is when I move in there. So maybe there.
You're in a dorm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
It'll be exciting. You're not that far from home, so that'll be good. He can still come back to Berea and come in for some games.
I'll definitely come watch him play.
That was my next question. You're going to go watch him. And I think that's a true inspiration that maybe you could take some other seniors with you and say, or juniors especially, and say, look here, this can happen for you if you have any type of aspiration to move that direction.
Yeah, and that's something I plan to do. I understand that we aren't the major leagues as a high school team. We are part of a feeder program. We feed colleges athletes, and I like to build these athletes and talk to the college coaches, like, what are you looking for in a player, and build my players so that it fits their needs. And so that way they've got a better chance to move on after high school.
Yeah.
That's
if they want to.
If they want to, that's right.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you got to want to.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be learning it's a whole new ball game.
Oh,
isn't it?
yeah.
But it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
You're going to love it. And I'm sure your family will. You're not too far away that your family can come support it.
And the Cumberlands had a really great year this year in baseball. So they won
the Mid-South Conference for the first time in like 10 years.
How about that?
Yeah, so that's a good team to be joining right there.
Yeah, you got to be pretty excited about that.
Yes, I am.
What do you think you'll be playing? Any clue what they need?
Probably first. I mean, that's where I went out there and worked out with them, like just to see if I was good enough, I guess. And I worked out at first, and they said that there's a spot for you, and you just gotta get stronger and bigger, and then work up. I was like, that's what I plan to do. So.
Yeah. So, did you guys have a team banquet, or how did you close out the season?
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow evening.
It's tomorrow.
Yeah,
okay.
it's tomorrow
Give us a little scoop on that. Is it going to be a tearjerker? Moms are going to be crying.
I hope not. I hope not. But it will be a good one. We've got a good turnout, and I've heard back from all the players that are going to make it, and their families are coming.
Oh, that's cool.
We're going to have it at a local restaurant in town, Dinner Bell. So we're gonna do that and have some awards and talk about our season, kind of how we're doing now, and make sure that we the seniors know that we appreciate all the work they put in this year, and everyone
Yeah.
for that matter.
So no little baby pictures popping up or
No,
anything of
no.
them. Guys don't typically like that kind of stuff. do
We
they?
don't. We don't.
Those are tear jerkers for the moms.
Yeah.
Reminiscing.
I do have a feeling there will be some moms that have some tears shed on their faces though.
Oh yeah, babies are graduating, moving on.
Yeah.
It
Been
is
there,
hard.
been there, done that. Yeah.
So at the dinner bell tomorrow night, lots
Yep.
of family members.
Yeah.
Good cooking too.
Yes,
Yeah.
very
They'll
good.
eat well.
Very good.
So your plans for next season? When will you? You got to think you got a lot of the team coming back, minus the seniors.
Right. This year we started a little late. I thought we could still get work in and that kind of thing, and I was wrong. I'd like to start a little earlier this year, and get some workouts in and get some weightlifting with the guys who aren't playing basketball, and even some that do. Maybe kind of just talk about the direction we want to go. Make sure that we're all on the same page, and make sure the players want to play the way that we're going to play.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking to pick up right where we left off and just to keep getting better from this year to next year. And
It's hard shoes to fill over here.
very, very hard. We've had a conversation with those coaches on
I bet
how
you
we're going
have.
to fill these seniors' shoes. And like I said, not only the ones that have a starting position and play all the time, but even the ones that are on the bench that build our team up because they're leaders and they and the attitude that people or the younger kids see how they act, and that's how I want my younger kids to act. So
Right.
it's gonna be tough to fill those shoes.
It will be, yes, especially having so many.
Yes.
You know, that's a lot of seniors.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
Because like you said, there's been a few seniors, and it's hard, so many of them don't stick with it.
Right.
But so you had a lot that
Right.
stuck with it.
Yeah, and like he said, we had 20 this year, and he's used to having 13. I've had a lot of kids come out and say, "Are you going to be coaching baseball this year?" Whenever I first got the job, and I said, "Yes, sir, I am." And they said, "I want to come play for you." So that felt good as a
Yes.
coach, and that means that we're heading the right direction.
I think that's fantastic. Is there anything else that we need to talk about?
I don't believe so. I think
Maybe
that
shout out to.
Just shout out to the whole baseball team. Good luck next year. I'm sure you'll do good without me. Just win some games.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I like to say thanks to all the staff, the administration at the school, and especially our past coaches who I still keep in contact with. I talk to 3 of our past baseball coaches on a pretty regular basis. So
Yeah.
just the fact that I've picked up and I started coaching now doesn't mean that this is a brand new team. It means I'm part of a legacy and the school's leaving. So I'd like to shout out to them and say thanks for all the work they've done and laying the foundation for me to come in and do some good.
I think that's fantastic. Well, congratulations.
Thank
We're so
you.
excited to
Thank
have
you.
you here, and congratulations to you. And I think you're going to do great things.
Thank you.
I think he's going to.
Thank you for having us.
Can I say he's going to knock it out of the park?
You can.
Is that in showbiz they say break a leg, but I guess in baseball what we're
right.
going to
Hit
say.
home run. Yeah.
Before we close, do you have a favorite Major League Baseball team that's going to win the World Series this year?
The New York Yankees.
Who do you say?
It's going to be tough. I know the Astros are on a good run right
Yeah.
now, but they've been on a good run in the past and hasn't turned out well for them. So I'm excited to see
But
what
you're going
happens.
to stick with him.
I'm going to stick with them.
Okay.
I'd like to see my Reds come through, but it's probably not going to happen this year.
Probably not this
They're on a rebuilding just like we are.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely.
Got to rebuild somewhere.
Yeah, and I'm sure you're rooting on UK.
Yes.
I watched that game yesterday.
Oh,
That's
it's
crazy.
super
That's pretty
exciting.
cool, isn't
Yes,
it?
yes.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah, it's going to be a
All
very
right.
good game because we'll got a good team as well.
Yeah.
That's right.
Go Cats.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you guys for joining us.
No
Thank you for
problem.
having
Looking
us.
forward to doing it again.
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll be
All
here
right.
anytime.
All right. Thank you for watching MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Cumberland Valley National Bank, CSEP, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble Agent, Luxury Pet Services, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, May Marketing, KYmedia.net, Gold Star Chili in Berea, Real Life Community Church, Spectrum Cable, and Bison Smith CPA.